What's going on, mobile gamers? Today I'm going to show you guys how to play Super Mario Galaxy 1 or 2 on Android using Dolphin with a Revolution patch using any style of Bluetooth or USB-C style of controller. So let's level up our gaming knowledge even more in 2024. Alright, mobile gamers, so the very first thing you're going to do is download the two files in the description below. Once you have those two files downloaded, you're going to have one called Super Mario Galaxy 1 Classic Controller Patch. The other one's called Super Mario Galaxy 2 Classic Controller Patch. Now, if you don't have a good file manager, you're going to download an application from the Google Play Store called RARLab. So RARLAB. You're going to open this up, click Dismiss, go to your downloads directory. You're going to scroll down until you see that Super Mario Galaxy 1 Classic Controller Patch and the Super Mario Galaxy 2 Classic Controller Patch. Checkbox both of them. Click the up arrow. Click OK. Click Skip All. And then you're going to have all of these files in one folder. Now, to make this simple, what you're going to do is you're going to only copy the XML files. I'm going to tell you how to do that in a second here. The next thing we're going to do after you've unzipped all those is you're going to open up Dolphin. This isn't a video about how to set up Dolphin for your device because Dolphin is device specific. Mine is pretty powerful. I have the Red Magic 8S Pro, and I'm also not going to tell you how to get games. You should be getting your own games your own way. I have Super Mario Galaxy 1 and I have Super Mario Galaxy 2 here. I'm going to click the settings icon on the top right hand side. I'm going to go into config. I'm going to go to user data. I'm going to click on open user data folder. Now, this is very important. You're going to go into the load folder. You're going to go into the Revolution folder. Now, there's no folder in here. We need to create one. We need to create a folder called Revolution in lowercase. So go to the three dots, create new folder, type in Revolution all in lowercase, just like I have. Make sure there's no spaces. It's the same name as that one, but you need to have one that says Revolution in lowercase. Click OK. Now navigate to your downloads folder by clicking the hamburger icon at the top or the three lines. Mine is on my root directory of my device. Down into downloads. Now all of my files should be inside of this folder right here called download. Now I'm going to grab all of these files right here, which is my XML files. I'm going to click the three dots, click copy to. I'm going to click the three lines or the hamburger icon, go to Dolphin emulator, click load, click Revolution, Revolution, click copy. Now all of those files will copy over to that folder. You can double check that by clicking the three lines. Go to Dolphin emulator, go to load, go to Revolution, Revolution, and there they are. Now, another test to make sure everything worked okay is to go back into Dolphin, go back out, go back out, go back out again. Long press on Super Mario Galaxy. Click Start with Revolution Patches, and this menu is going to pop up. I'm going to click drop down menu for Classic Controller to All-Star Style. I'm going to do the same thing with Super Mario Galaxy 2, Classic Controller to All-Star Style. Now, we're going to be off the phone for this section because I'm going to be using my controller that you see here. I also have an actual Classic Controller here to go for reference so that we can actually see what buttons we're going to be setting up, just in case you forgot. There also is images inside of that zip file to actually look at, but I'm going to connect this. I'm using the Switch Pro controller mode for this controller right now. So I'm going to go back into Dolphin, and there we go, so that we have it just set up properly. The first thing I'm going to do is go to settings. I'm going to go to Wii input. I'm going to click the gear icon. Make sure your device that is selected is the controller that you're using. Now this has a Switch driver inside of it, so I'm going to check that off. I'm going to go down to profiles. We're going to go down to new profile, click save. And we're going to name this Mario Galaxy. Click OK. Now go down to your Wii remote. You need to set up your Wii remote still. So I already have mine all set up, but I'm just going to redo it with you on the screen. So my button A, I like to set it up down here as my bottom button. My button B, I like to set it up as my right button or left button. Button 1 is going to be my right button. Button 2 is my top button. Now, I'm not telling you what buttons they are because it depends on your controller. So obviously we have A, B, X, Y. We have X, 0, or yeah, X, O, square, triangle. It just depends on your controller, right? So, and it depends on you. This is how I set it up, and it's all up to preference, but you just need to make sure that you set it up kind of specific to this way. Now, I'm going to do my D-pad, and that's all the same. D-pad down. Sometimes you have to double tap it. And there we go. Now, for the extension, we need to select Classic Controller. So basically, it'll be set to Nunchuck by default. So go down and click Classic Controller. Now you're going to go to the settings icon, and you're going to set this up based off of how the Classic Controller looks like. So A is going to be my A, B is going to be my B, X, Y, and again, this is all preference. ZL, which is the back two buttons, so ZL. So ZL, R2, select, start, left stick up. Now make sure that it says up. And there we go, axis 1 minus, axis 1 plus, and then so on and so forth. If you ever get an error like what I just had there, like this little error right here, make sure to do it again, and it matches the positive to the negative of whatever direction you're doing. So do that with your right stick as well. 14 minus, 14 plus, 11 minus, 11 plus. And then your triggers. We want to use L1 for L, R1 for R, and that's the same for our actual buttons, right? So that's up to preference again, but that's how I'm going to set it up, so it kind of looks like the actual Classic Controller. We go back, we go back, go back. So now how do we start this? So we have to long press on the game, start with revolution patches, make sure to select All-Star style, and this is up to preference if you want to swap these, but I'm not going to. Click start. Now there's a little trick that you need to take note of to actually get into the game when we get to this menu screen. It says A and B, but A and B is not going to actually work. You need to hold down R2 and B, and that'll get you past the menu screen. You know it's working and everything's working fine when you can be able to actually move your joystick around and select the game. Now, I might get the question, what about the option of just using the generic pointer? Well, it works up until it doesn't. And what I mean by that is if I go to the worlds that require you to fly, you're going to find a huge issue of actually being able to fly and have your pointer. I think it's world 2 or 3 where you have to actually fly, and then the world of, I think it's world number 3. Let me double check, or 2. Yeah, Wild Glide. This is it right here. So if we go to fly to this galaxy, and here you go. So you can see that I'm able to use the left joystick to go up and down and basically fly through everything without having any issues, questions, or concerns. And my right joystick still acts accordingly the way that I want it to when it comes to shooting my star bits and everything. And you won't have a single problem with actually playing the game this way. It's a very awesome mod. I'm not the one who developed it. I'm just sharing how to do it for Android because there's not anything out there that I've seen to do this for Android. And I've shared this for other handhelds. I've had this requested multiple times, how to do it with just a controller. And this works with multiple different controllers, like the Xbox controller. This works with the BSP style controllers, any wireless or any kind of USB-C types of controllers this will work with. That's about it, guys. If you like this sort of content or you want me to outsource some more stuff like this, then don't forget to share this. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button and become a DMG clan member if you want to as well, to help support the channel and help it grow, because I like this kind of stuff. I enjoy gaming and I like to find this kind of thing for you. Have a nice day. See you next time. I just made it through that blizzard land without a problem. Bye!